But we're into Champion Select, everybody. We've got 3 bans out so far: Ashe, Taric, and Wei.
Good bands. Get him out of here. I wouldn't mind
Absolutely.
seeing some Wei again, or Hui. Wouldn't mind
Wei.
seeing good Mordekaiser laugh, back in the day. If anyone even remembers old Mordekaiser and the memes.
The BR, Brazil.
Yeah,
A lot of
but
fun.
yeah, not a bad ban, especially if you've got a player on the enemy team that's actually good with the champion. I mean, if they haven't played enough games on it, then it's not really worth the ban, I would say. But if you have a competent player on it, yeah, you should probably ban it because they're just gonna know the combos. They don't by muscle memory and not have to think about it.
I
And
also
that's
like banning. I interrupted you. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, and that's really the concern you have for a Hui player is muscle memory, because having to stop and think what you're hitting next is gonna get you killed this way.
Absolutely. But one thing I do like is the ban if you're not familiar with it, right? It's more than if the enemy team plays it, it's if you don't want to fight it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the Galio, nice. I like seeing Galio's been pretty strong. So
Okay.
I'm assuming that's mid, but it could be support. But I would like to see the Galio mid.
Yeah, the range on the heroic entrance from the middle of the map is much more useful, I think.
Yeah, and he does some nice damage when you build him AP Bruiser. You can really hit someone pretty hard with his full combo and kill a lot of squishies.
I like the Trundle pick too, right? It's directly into Ornn and Galio, 2 champions who have resistances that are great to steal. You end up dealing super amounts of damage into them once you've taken it. I like it. I think it's a
Well,
great pick.
well, I'm wondering if that's Trundle top. That's been a pick for a bit. It's been kind of taking over top lane in a bit, not like full on, but it has been a strong pick in the top lane. And Trundle would be great into Ornn because Ornn just is never going to be tanky against you at level 6, and your all in is pretty dangerous to him.
Now, the Vayne is something I wasn't expecting.
No, was
That's,
not expecting a Vayne either. You never expect a Vayne though, right?
I mean,
Because
that's true.
it's a very high mechanical champion, and you have to spend a lot of time on Vayne to really be proficient. Like you can still be decent on her, but if you watch the really good Vayne players, you never see them rolling in to where they're going to be hit. It's always skirting the outside, rolling, dodging attacks. There's the game they called Vayne spotting. When
Yeah.
Vayne rolls in and dies instead of rolling sideways or back like she should be. So we'll have to see if we can play Vayne spotting in this next game, or if we're gonna see a Vayne that is just a master at kiting and dodging attacks.
So, quick tip based on what Proden said and a little bit of mental gymnastics that I just did, you should never tumble forward because your passive gives you movement speed towards enemies. So it should always be used as a dodge. So put that in your back pocket the next time you play Vayne. That'll help you out, maybe. Mid lane bans on the side of, let's see, Team Unknown. They don't want to see the Fizz or the Malzahar. But then on the other side, support pinching with Morgana and Melio taken away. Nami is the lock-in to help empower the Vayne, give her more movement speed and damage on those auto attacks.
Some peel, engage, knock up if you hit the bubble. It's good support. I wonder if it's gonna be a Swain bot. Is it gonna be support, or are they gonna do Swain APC?
No,
Because Swain has
because,
been a super strong pick in the bot lane as the carry.
well, and I would have thought he would be mid, but
It
they've banned it. It is. It is mid.
Okay, well,
Okay.
yeah, it is. Well, I guess Varus means it's gonna go bottom, but you never know. People could be a Varus top. I've seen the tank Varus build top as well, so.
Okay, I'm down. But then the
But
Trundle would have to go
it does
somewhere.
look like it looks like we're gonna get Trundle top, which I think will be interesting because you don't see Trundle a lot in the top lane, and like I said, he has been pretty strong in the top. So I think this is pretty good team comp they have. Back and forth, and this Varus is going to have the range into Vayne, be able to poke, which is good against her because you don't really want her close to you. She does shred you with the true damage.
All right,
Interest.
we have some pretty crazy combos coming out here on the side of Team Unknown again. We have the Briar into Galio ultimate. Could you imagine getting feared by Briar and then immediately knocked up by a Galio? That's going to hurt a lot.
And then knocked up by Nami, then knocked up by Omer.
The
imagine,
trampoline composition.
imagine spending 20 seconds of your life in midair.
Nah, no thank you. Okay. And on the other side, it's the damage combo once again. But there's also quite a lot of hidden crowd control with the Varus. Everyone knows his ultimate, but it's only one spell and it doesn't always land. But then you have Swain able to pull them in. He gets to use the nether move. Rakan has 3 ways that he can stop you from moving. Trundle Pillar. All of that is going to be really hard to dodge, and especially as the Vayne, right? It's all going to go on the Vayne. But the other thing to remember is almost none of it is point and click. So how are they going to lock down the Vayne? I'm really interested in seeing this.
Yeah, I mean, this is where we'll see how proficient they are on Vayne, right? If dodging everything, saving those rolls or tumbles to dodge all the abilities, and can make Vayne super slippery if you're good with those. But or we'll see possibly see the Vayne that rolls into the CC, rolls into the Varus ult. So I never know what I'm going to get when I see Vayne. Sometimes you see people play Vayne and you think they're just out of their minds, and other times it looks like they've never played the champ before. So
what you're saying is predicting a Vayne game is in vain?
Sure.
Got him. All right. So we're in spectator delay. We just have a couple minutes before we jump into the game. I want to know your thoughts on the Nami, because we knew that the Vayne was there. The Melio and the Morgana were taken away. I think that was actually really smart, getting rid of those cleanses. But Nami is another good pick. You're able to speed up the Vayne, give the extra damage with the E, and set up some pretty good plays with the bubble. Do you think that that's the right support, or would we have been better off with something more like Karma or Soraka or even Braum to try and stop some of the damage coming out of the Varus?
Well, Nami does offer some healing, some movement speed, some CC, so I don't think it's terrible. You just need to be able to dodge those as far as Qs. And then if you do get hit, Nami can offer a bit of healing. She is a bit of a bully as a support in the early game, so as long as she's not getting knocked up and all in by Rakan, because you can place a bubble under yourself so you both get knocked up, and then maybe Vayne can kill the Rakan. I think it could be a pretty good skill matchup. I don't play a lot of support, but I can see how it could definitely go either way with what these champs can do. Like one good knockup from either one of them could really turn the lane around.
Now, the Trundle is a lot more than just his ultimate. He gets massive amounts of attack speed when he's in the frozen domain, and I think people forget just how slow you move around the frozen pillar.
Yeah.
If you Blade of the Ruin King that guy, you're a turret and tank melting machine. So
I just get Triforce and the turrets disappear.
Even better.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be the thing to watch. What is the build for the Trundle? Is he going to go shred the Galio and Ornn, or is he going to be able to fight the Briar, right? Out-sustain the Briar damage, because that's another thing that needs to be considered, because she is terrifying.
His Q does still attack damage. It lowers yours and raises his. I would assume we'll probably see like a Triforce, Hullbreaker probably, right? Because he already melts turrets, and being able to melt turrets even faster is never terrible. I'm not sure exactly what they're going to build on him, but you can't just leave him alone in the side lane. I know that, and eventually he'll just walk into the turret and kill it, and Ornn won't be able to do anything about it. So I guess we'll definitely see if they camp top a little for Trundle, or if they're going to put everything towards maybe the bot lane.
All right, here we are, round number 3. Combo Crusher versus Team Unknown. I want to draw attention to the discipline from. Wait, is it Combo Crusher? Hold on. No, it's CC. Crush Counter. Dang it.
Crush Counter.
Yeah, Crush Counter.
And Team
rather.
Unknown.
So Crush Counter has always had the extremely straight line on the map. Like, I know that it's hard to tell because the map isn't a straight line. The river is kind of curved.
Snake body.
Yeah, but good golly, it's like exact, and they're there every time. They've been able to really keep their cool. And look at this. Vulpine Fury isn't even really taking minion aggro there. That's crazy. Oh, but he also hasn't killed a minion.
No.
Oh, well, that's weird.
Just poking, and then he just lost half his life to minions, but just to hold it. I'm wondering if they're going to try to set up a gank for Graves to come back through with Galio being pushed forward like that, if he can just hold the lane against him.
That was going to be my next question. The power of the gank from Graves, just so much damage coming out. Will we see him be a little bit more effective than last game? Here we go, Bear versus Fudge Cow in the frozen domain. That looks like fire. Man, that is really confusing my brain.
Don't be confused, Jihad.
Alright, I won't be confused. But an interesting little skirmish up on the top side. And farm is back to even in the middle.
Yeah, I think just the harass is probably causing big. Is that Big 10, I'm guessing, or Big 13?
Big Ben.
Big Ben? Oh, it's at 1-3. Okay. I guess just the harass back is having a hard time for him to being able to farm, because Swain is matched up pretty heavily, or Swain's matchup in this is pretty heavily favored towards him. So every time Galio walks up, he's just going to get harassed constantly. And then, you hit with certain abilities, you do get a kill of Swain. Hit him with the...
Oh, nice jump in there. Definite trade favor for Crush Counter. That was a lot of damage. A huge leap, too, from Shazbot. You saw that distance.
Yeah, he came in, jumped on Polyuto. I can't say these names. And then immediately dashed out over and got the knockup. Just so much range on Rakan if you do it right.
Death goes in onto Shazbot. He's able to jump away. No big fight coming out of this one. Never mind. Colonel Combo says, hey, there are no more spells there for the Briar. That means it's our turn. Goes in with that red buff to try and deal damage. Meanwhile, on the top side, Fudge Cow gets in some trouble. Taunt in the bottom side by the Dragon Pit. Colonel Combo does jump away, but it is not enough. First blood over to Death on the Briar.
I was just about to say that Colonel Combo took Ghost instead of Flash this game, and I wonder if he would have rather had Ghost or Flash now instead Flash instead of Ghost. I'm getting tongue-tied. I'm sorry, Josh. But yeah, 'cause I think the Flash probably would have saved him at that point.
Death jumps in, gets the stun. Knock up there onto Shazbot, who is able to jump over to Polyuto. Calavir might be in some trouble. Ooh, he dodges out with the movement speed from the heal. Polyuto almost takes him down. Has to be careful. Death is still on the rampage. This is another really fun game.
Yeah, really close. Once again, farm is keeping it even. Like, kind of every game is gone. One team gets kills, the other team just farms better. And the gold isn't moving at the top. That's why it looks the same still. So I'm not sure what the gold is right now.
We got our first jump up on the grubs here. 3 members.
They get them all. No contest.
Yeah. Very, very good. And very quickly, too. Like, while we were talking about what was going on the bottom side, he just roams up, takes them, and walks away. Very, very strong. Oh, nice knock up there from Bear. But Fudge Cow already level 6. Huge. Very huge, actually. 20 CS lead here for the Trundle. Just more of the taking away from the resources of the opponent. And Bear does get ulted. And you see how much damage this Trundle deals. All he has is that recurve bow.
Yeah, his chomp just does massive damage. But we do have a gank coming in from Death.
Death jumps
Very-
forward, gets the stun. Pillar does stop for a little bit, but with the ultimate already down, no flash available. Fudge Cow will die. That's another kill over to Death on the Briar.
That bubble actually was so close to hitting him. That was almost perfect on what knocked him up. I mean, it wasn't going to get a kill right there. They were disengaging, but it was a really good disengage bubble.
Oh, a nice flash forward to stop the jump away from Big Ben. Does he have enough? It is so close. Vulpine Fury almost takes down Big Ben solo in the mid lane. Aftershock shaved him for sure.
The spot lane's, it's going pretty even right now. No one's really getting ahead. They've had some really good trades back and forth, damage-wise.
Death is in onto Vulpine Fury. Moving over toward Colonel Combo. Will he survive? He is super, super low. Needs to get the damage down. Colonel Combo cannot save him. Death on a killing spree. Will the trade come? He's slowing shutdown gold over to Colonel Combo. It was a plan all along. Calavir in some trouble here. He gets hit with all three parts of the Blight. Polayuto in even more danger. One more auto. Calavir takes him down.
That's definitely what you don't want in the early game is Vayne getting kills. She's a super strong champ when she starts to get some items, and it doesn't matter how tanky you are. She does percentage true health damage, so tanks tend to just melt with when her passive drops. You definitely do not feel like you're ever tanky against a Vayne.
That is true. And there we see just further evidence of it. 4 auto attacks, and Shazbot has to back off. More fights here in the mid lane. Man, fighting all over the place. These teams really don't want to let each other go.
Yeah,
Will Colonel Combo stop the back? He does. They're going to go for the dive, but Death is up here. Colonel Combo in some trouble. He is in level 6. He goes down, but so does Bear. Fudge Cow in some trouble now. Is going to fight Death a little bit. Ult is there. Damage from Vulpine Fury. Death on a rampage. Again, just trying to do everything to kill this guy. Death sets up the Galio combo, and that's a double kill. Now 6 on the Briar.
Yeah, this game is extremely scrappy. There's fights like every moment in every single lane, whether you're killing each other or they're just trading intensely. This is pretty action-packed so far.
Now, is this as chaotic as our other games? We talked about in round number 1 that everything was around an objective. This game seems to be a little bit more focused on let's just go fight people. What do you think?
Yeah, there hasn't been any fights over objectives so far that I've seen, and I'm not counting towers at this point as objectives because I'm more, dragons, rifts. What are the little bugs, worms called?
Void grubs.
Void grubs. Okay, yeah, the void grubs. Like no one fought over those. No one's fought over dragon. It's just been in the river or somewhere in lane people are fighting. Not really for any of the objectives like we've seen in the other games. But this might be our first objective fight.
There is only one. Fudge Cow versus Death and Bear. He does not have the Subjugate available, but he does have Flash. Roam coming in from Colonel Combo and Vulpine Fury. Do they have the damage? They're trying to go in onto Death. Ornhorn goes out, and the first casualty is Fudge Cow. Death will go down next. It's a 1-for-1 trade so far. Void Grubs have gone over. Colonel Combo is still alive. Gonna go back in, try and get a hit onto Bear. Vulpine Fury wants to kill Bear. He does. Big Ben now versus Vulpine Fury. In comes Kiroro. He gets a little bit of shielding in. Dodge out from the bubble. Vulpine Fury is on the chase. Heal speeds them up. Kiroro in the front line. Vulpine Fury trying to pick up the kill. Briar throws out the ultimate. It does not land. Kiroro's in some trouble. He is squishy. Lands the bubble and the heal. Able to get away from Vulpine Fury. The ult finally subsides. Polayuto does land the ultimate, but it is cleansed. Calavir is underneath the turret. He takes one more shot, it's an outplay on the bottom side. Death is now back in. Fudge Cow has responded and is up on the top side. Death goes down once again. Shazbot trying to get the kill onto Big Ben. It's a double kill for Colonel Combo all over the Void Grubs. Broden, you're a prophet.
Look at the gold swing, too. Look who's ahead now. It just totally flipped. This game, it was totally...
So much just happened.
Oh, how's your voice after that? That was nonstop for a moment. You need
Not
to drink,
great.
Jahadra.
Not great. I've had a cough and stuff for the last 2 weeks, and that did not feel good.
Oh man, that was just nonstop. Like one fight would end, another one would start. That one would end, another one would start. That one would end, another one would start. It was at least a minute to 2 minutes worth of fighting nonstop, just everywhere on the map.
So I'm gonna brag a little bit. I played bassoon all the way through middle school and high school. That's the only reason I was able to continue breathing while that was going on. So thank you, parents, for telling me I needed to do some sort of musical thing, because that definitely helped.
Oh,
All right, we're
I
in the
would
game.
have died.
You would have
my
died?
mouth would have got so dry, I wouldn't be able to talk.
Beautiful
You are a
game.
true champion.
Oh, thank you. We are on to the first Drake of the game, 12 minutes in. And this one looks pretty uncontestable. I don't think that Unknown is going to be... Yeah, they just get that right out.
Yeah, if you've noticed, the Void Grubs have been what's always... everyone's getting those as soon as they can, every single game so far. Like, they've been way higher priority than Dragon has for any of these games.
I think that was on purpose, right? They
Mhm.
wanted to diversify. But I want to caution our viewers. They are important, but they are not throw the game worth important. I was playing with Admin and his brother Sadkill, and we had a guy who tunneled so hard on it, he literally went in 1v4 for no reason. Like, 2 of us had already died, and he went in to try and fight the Void Grubs against 4, and they are not worth that. They are strong, but they are not that strong.
It's like dying over the first or second dragon. There's no reason to do it. You can give those up. Like,
Exactly.
yes, they give you a buff, they make you stronger, but it's not worth just giving the entire game over for.
Here we go. Shazbot on the engage. Kiroro wasn't able to move, and so the prediction on the Chain of Corruption goes wide. Calavir is trying to poke people back off. Kiroro survives.
Did you see the knockback by Calavir? Like, that saved Kuroro's life right there. Like, that is why Kuroro made it out, is because Calavir knocked him back so they couldn't get the kill.
Calavir going in. He's slowed and blind, but Polo Yuto's in some trouble. In comes Death. Beautiful knockup from Shazbot. Shield underneath the turret. Death will pick up the kill. He is able to get out of the self-taunt, but he is caught underneath the blue team turret. Crush counter is coming in. A lot more damage onto Calavir. He's able to get away. Kill onto Colonel Combo. Kuroro running away. Able to dodge the never move. Vulpine Fury is... Oh, Vision of Empire takes him down. Shazbot is fighting Calavir now. Able to jump away with a grand entrance. Calavir makes it out alive. But it's just fight after fight. We've said it over and over. This game is crazy.
These teams really want to win this game, so they're scrapping every moment they get. They both want to win. They do not want to beat again.
They want to go and fight the Don't Gank bot in the finals, I think is what I was seeing in the chat.
Yeah.
That's what's at stake.
I think they definitely want to be in that best of 3. Best of 3s are really, really fun because bands change, picks change,
Yeah, the whole
kind
game
of
is
form a
different.
strategy, so.
Uh-oh. Polo Yuto is able to get the Chain of Corruption. Death wants to chase him. There's only 1 hit left on him, but Shazbot is there to save him.
Almost bled to death. I think Shazbot saved him with the shield.
Well done by Shazbot. What a bro. Coming in as a ringer, playing a non-traditional role as a substitute. Shazbot is doing great this tournament.
Yeah, I thought he's been really good filling in on a team he hasn't played with before. Sometimes that can be hard to do when you don't know how everyone plays or you don't know everybody, so.
Now he might be caught. Shazbot against 3 on the bottom side. Never mind what's going on the top. They were able to get the Rift Herald and take down the first turret. They get the second crash. No kills up on the top side. And the dodge out. Using the quickness and the battle dance, he's able to get over to Polo Yuto. Ultimate from Briar goes wide. Uh-oh, but this might be some trouble. Lots of crowd control down onto Polo Yuto. Calavir underneath the turret, but Polo Yuto gets the first kill because of turret aggro. Calavir walks away with about 80 hit points. Death goes in onto Shazbot. He's going to get away with the grand entrance. Death now super low as well. Vision of Empire gets the slow. Is he going to burn? Vulpine Fury goes on a rampage this game, while top side, Colonel Combo and Fudge Cow take out another turret.
So there was no burn. It was Airy that killed.
Oh, that feels bad. Here comes Big Combo. Knock up from the Orn Horn. Colonel Combo gets knocked up again, and taunted. Calavir goes on a killing spree. Back and forth, back and forth. This game is a riot.
It's a slugfest for sure. Like, a lot of these games can be unfun to cast, but this one, because there's a small break in between these fights, it's more fun than the non-stops.
Vulpine Fury decides to go in and fight Calavir. Looks pretty evenly traded. Nice cleanse from Calavir. Flashes forward. Might be in some trouble now. Remember, you never go forward if you're the Vayne. Instead, in comes Fudge Cow. One more auto attack, but the kiting is so good. Calavir is able to get away. There he is. He outplays both members of Crush Combo.
Has done well. I haven't been able to count any Vayne spotting so far, so he's been playing it really well. Dodging abilities, rolling forward when it is probably the safest that you can do that. I know you say not to do it, but I think all the rolling forwards have been okay at this one.
So far, they've been great. Drake stolen there by Captain Combo. Damage onto Kiroro. Knock up while being charmed. Kiroro goes half down, but death is his namesake at the moment. He has gone down.
We might actually get a lull in some of the action for a moment.
How dare
everyone
you?
Resets and kind of gets back out into lane. You can take another breath or a drink if you need, Jahadra.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
the few turrets are low.
Yeah, it's not even Baron spawning time, and we already have this many kills.
27 kills in 18 minutes. There we go. We got some of those little void grubs helping take down the turret. Kodo Draco. Nope, I am wrong. I can't read. Captain Combo gets knocked up. Comboed. Is that ironic? And it's Colonel Combo. I'm a fool. In comes Vulpine Fury, jumping in with Shazbot, trying to get the crowd control and the damage from the ultimate. Shazbot is low, so is Death. He just heals. Vulpine Fury takes down the first kill. Bear caught with the never move. Do they pop? They do. Double kill now for Vulpine Fury. Big Ben is the next target. Is this the triple? They get it. Triple kill for Vulpine Fury's Swain.
Swain was a great pick. Like, it's really done work this game, and I don't know if this is a normal pick that he plays, but he's really doing really well. He's TPing in when he needs to, rotating around the map, and really helping pull his team out of some bad situations. Keeping this game with the lead, probably just how he is rotating around the map.
We are at almost 2 kills a minute. Let's take a look at that. We're 19 minutes in and 32 kills.
Yeah, this is like if you were watching an LCS game with a lot of kills, this would be a 40-minute game.
Yeah, absolutely. Speaking of LCS, that goes live on the 20th.
Exciting.
That's exciting.
Weekend,
yeah.
Where we like it. Baron is
Shazbot
about
goes
to
in
spawn.
onto Kiroro. That's just a little bit of support poking around. The Baron is spawning. We saw him in the river. Big Ben going up against Vulpine Fury. There is no turret down here anymore. Never move into the Hand of Death. But that Bramble Vest is reducing healing.
Yeah, that Ornn was getting chunked by Swain, though. He does no magic resist right now. He's built all armor, and Swain was just peeling him. We do have the Baron up right now, so if they can get a pick, one of the teams can get a pick, they can probably immediately go after the Baron. They have enough damage on either side.
Nami Wave is dodged, but it was really close. A lot of damage. Oh, onto Colonel Combo. There we go. Death is rooted up. Vision of Empire gonna get even more damage down. Death might be in some trouble. Calavir wants to go right onto Colonel Combo. They do. He dodges out the quickness from Shazbot. Now they get the damage onto Vulpine. He goes down as well, and the fight is immediately turned. That's a triple kill for Calavir. Do we see the Quadra? He's moving forward. Gets the slow from the Blade of the Ruined King. Dashes forward again. Shazbot is very mobile. Calavir gets vision on him with the totem. One more pull forward. He gets the passive movement speed, but there's another grand entrance. Shazbot is trying his best to stay alive here. Will he make it work? The problem is he put himself into a position where he is next to walls. Calavir gets the condemn, and that condemned him to death. Calavir is legendary, but it does not count as the quadra kill. Fudge Cow goes down too. I think that you're right, Proden. The Baron should be the next call.
I think chasing Shazbot probably not the best idea. I mean, it allowed everyone to respawn. I don't know if they can get there fast enough, but the top lane tower was taken by Trundle, so at least they did get some objectives for what just happened. I think that you just normally, like, you just go for the Baron. After that, you don't chase the support. So, I mean, they were able to get away with it this time, unless Colonel Combo is able to run them down and kill both of them. That'd be 2 Barons off the play, which would be great.
They are dealing a lot of damage. Vision of Empire almost lands to get the slow. Bear gets slowed by the smite, is able to jump away. Vision of Empire again, gets the slow damage. Colonel Combo gets the kill onto Bear. That's 1 Baron buff down. Another fight here. Calavir goes on to Shazbot. He jumps away, but it's not enough. Legendary Calavir shows up and gets yet another kill.
Yeah, this Bane's damage is ridiculous right now. If you're caught out and she pins you against the wall, you're going to die probably in that entire stun into the wall. She's running 3 items right now. Ton of on hit, ton of attack speed.
Briar is not landing those ultimates nearly as often as we've seen in the past, but that is okay. They're staying even. Oh, Briar might be in some trouble. Caught there in their own jungle, and that's another kill for Polo Yuto. Teleport done for Bear, right above the Baron pit.
Yeah,
That's
they're still
all we can
fighting
see.
like these weird fights when they have Baron right now. They should just be pushing down the lanes because they're not getting actually anything for their Baron. This is actually a negative Baron play, or no, it's not negative, but they're definitely not getting what they should from having the Baron because they haven't taken any towers. Yeah, they might, and they haven't pushed in. They haven't really been shoving wave. They've just been chasing around, and the Baron's running out. You really want to use that Baron to shove these lanes and try to put the game out of hand.
The especially weird thing to me is going for a second Drake when you have the Baron, right? Instead of that, just go to the bottom side of the map and take 2 turrets while they're taking your mid. You have Baron, you win the push.
Unless you're already at the dragon, you just take it. But if you have Baron, you should, like you're saying, you should really be pushing those towers in, and then when you go back from pushing with the Baron, then you take the dragon. I see a lot of that mistakes in solo queue is you take the Baron and people go farm the jungle and the lanes and they don't push at all. And you never use your Baron buff to do anything.
Well, then it's just a few stats and a little bit of gold.
Yeah.
So it's useless, you're right. Nice pillar there. Death is still able to clear that ward. Pardon
There's
me.
the new mechanic where everyone gets the red buff. You know what? You can kind of tell where the jungler's at when that happens, though. So if you're like in top lane,
this might be dangerous for Fudge Cow. He is fighting underneath the turret. He deals so much damage. That's a trade 1-for-1, and Kiroro stole it. Ooh.
You see how tanky Trundle became once he ulted? Oh my lord! He
even ulted Briar. That's the other thing to remember. He ulted Briar, not Ornn.
Yeah, it's crazy just how tanky he can become. You're right though, he did go with the Blade of the Ruin King build first and then he went into Triforce, so he definitely wanted to build a Shred. Ornn a little bit better and get the lifesteal.
Shred is what's going to happen to this top lane tier 2 for Crush Counter if they don't get someone up there quick, because Bane has all the attack speed. Look at that, 3.5 items plus boots, all increasing attack speed, plus the Nami. There is no safe objective anymore. You have to stop Calavir.
Yeah, and he has the grubs, some of the grubs to help with some extra burn with the towers. So Bane's tower taking ability is really high at this point in time.
Shazbot might be in some trouble. He gets vision. They're fighting over the Void Blue. Okay. as you would say with the 100 Thieves, another successful heist.
Yes. See, I really do like that. It just makes another objective in the late game to fight over, but not to die for.
Right.
Try to get them to die for the objective.
An
But it is really.
Go ahead.
You think how nice that is for everyone to have like mana regen and health regen if you got the red buff. That makes, and you can just all it can do for you is really nice instead of just one or two people having it. Now it's just a great team-wide buff.
There is still no magic resistance on Bear. He has 4 armor items. Volpine Fury just ripped right through Ornn. That wasn't even close. Fudge Cow flashes away. It's not enough. He does not survive. Stun onto Colonel Combo. Big Ben is able to dodge out. Oh no, the Varus was in the very wrong spot. Kiroro picks up that kill. Volpine Fury wants to go in. Flashes away from the knockup. In comes Galio with the heroic entrance. Shazbot is low. He is killed. In comes Colonel Combo. He's got a lot of damage. Gets the killing spree onto Death. Kiroro jumping out. Big Ben slowed by Vision of Empire. And over these teams just punch each other in the nose.
Yeah, no one can really deal with Swain unless like Vayne is around. No one really has the damage just to burst him out fast enough with the build he's going. He's got the Frozen Heart. He's got the shield from the Seraph's Embrace. He's just super tanky to all the attack damage they have on their team. They really need to have Vayne around to be able to shred through him and kill him, because I just don't see how the other team can burst him out fast enough for him not to just sustain that damage while he's in the middle of that team fight.
Break taken now, 2-2. Broden, we have 48 kills in these 20-ish minutes.
Yeah, this is definitely the most bloody game we've had so far today.
I think that's a Team Unknown signature. We've been able to cast Team Unknown for a long time, even pre-PLC. We've seen them, and it's kind of a calling card. Bear is actually in some trouble. Look at the damage Fudge Cow was able to deal here. Taunt will change the damage onto Big Ben. Will Bear get the knockup? He misses, but Death is there and is able to help save his teammate. That was silly.
Yeah, that was not the time to pick that fight right there with Baron up. I don't even know if you can contest Baron after that now.
I think you can with
maybe if both of them can get in the middle of that team. Oh, and they whiff the Nami ult.
They whiff a lot of things. Calavir, rooted, takes huge amounts of damage, is able to dodge out. Volpine Fury in the ultimate form. Death jumps in, trying to get onto Polo Yuto. He will succeed, but he will also die. Calavir on the backside trying to deal the damage on the Volpine Fury. Knock up by Shazbot, but it's not enough. Calavir gets the damage down onto him. Colonel Combo is the only one alive. A couple more auto attacks, and there it is. A triple kill for the Vayne. Calavir is, just like we talked about at the beginning, putting his team in that backpack and running amok on Summoner's Rift.
Yeah, Vayne is huge. 15 kills right now. Everyone just melts to her as she chases him down. You've got to kill that Vayne first. That's the only way you're winning these team fights. You can't let her get away. Because if she gets time to auto attack, there's nobody on your team that can do anything. Even Trundle, if he ults Ornn, is going to just be shredded through if she gets to sit there and auto attack him. And they tried to get a good initialization onto the Vayne, but she was able to get away and then re-engage with her team and just shred everybody down.
30 minutes in, we have 55 kills. Kodo. Kodo Draco in the chat. Big Calavir fan. Oh, hello, items.
Well, some of them don't have icons. That's okay, we'll get that fixed.
Yeah, we will. All right, the Baron is the next objective. Will we see a fight over that, or will we see a fight over the Scuttle Crab?
Or will they fight over maybe a plant?
They might fight over a plant. Shazbot is able to dodge out that little bit of damage there. Another ultimate from Death is not landed. And, you know, I don't think that's a huge problem, but I think it's one of the things that has reduced the ability for Team Unknown to win so far. He's thrown out 7 ultimates, and none of them have really landed. All right, Shazbot is there to try and start the interrupt. Colonel Combo has shown up, Polo Yuto and Fudge Cow. Do they have teleport available from Vulpine Fury? They do, but nowhere really to go. Damage is being traded. Fudge Cow going on to Calavir. He dies. Polo Yuto is the next target. Ornhorn goes up. He hits Shazbot on the backside, and the heroic entrance helps secure the kill on Polo Yuto. Colonel Combo slows him down.
And didn't TP into the fight. Like, I don't know what was going on there. What was the call there to not have him immediately TP over? They needed Vulpin. He's the strongest member of their team. I'm confused about the call on that.
Whatever the call was, it probably just lost them the game. He goes in 1v4, and he's surviving quite a bit. He goes into the Zhonya's. He's going to stay alive for just a little bit longer, and almost picks up a kill. Colonel picks one up on the backside. Calavir says, nah, it doesn't matter because I'm going to dive your turret. Shazbot going to try and knock up, but it doesn't matter. Triple kill on the Vayne. Calavir gets a quadra and 2 triples this game so far on the Vayne. And look at the damage onto the Trundle. It just doesn't even matter. He will not die. That's a quadra. Is it? It's the penta kill for Calavir on the Vayne. And that's going to do it for us. Round number 3 goes to Team Unknown.